English Grammar. Complete Grammar for All Purposes. By PRAVIN KENDALE. Preposition. One preposition equals the words that show the relationship between different participants in the sentence are called as prepositions. Prepositions can be classified in three ways. One single word preposition. For example, aboard, about, above, across, after, against, along, amid, amidst, among, amongst, around, as, astride, at, bar, before, behind, below, beneath, beside, besides, between, beyond, but, by, down, during, of, up, off, upon, on, via, to, and into, outside, within, over, without, past, with, plus, round, despite, since, for, opposite, through, for, under, from, till, until, per, than, throughout, towards. 2 verb preposition / adjective preposition. For example, except, unlike, concerning, considering, pending, barring, following, including, worth, like, near, accepting. 3 complex / compound preposition. For example, up to, as, for, such as, on account of, out of, as to, in view of, instead of, owing to, along with, together with, on to, due to, apart from, in spite of, in comparison with, because of, away from, by means of, in accordance with. Prepositions can be used at 3 different positions. 1 at the beginning. For example, at which time the train will leave. In whose house the program has been arranged. 2 in the middle. For example, the train will leave at 9 p.m. This is a story of animals. 3 at the end. For example, that is the program I told you about. She is the girl I had talked with. Prepositions can also be classified in following ways. A preposition showing place or position. B preposition showing state / condition. C preposition showing time. D preposition showing manner. E preposition showing ownership / possession / relation. F preposition showing destination. G preposition showing direction / movement. H preposition showing origin or source. I preposition showing separation. J preposition showing material / ingredient. K preposition showing part / portion. L preposition showing means / instrument. M preposition showing cause. N preposition showing measurement / standard. O preposition showing accompaniment. P preposition showing support / opposition. Q preposition showing subject / matter. R preposition showing exception. S preposition showing concession. Prepositions in detail. A preposition showing place or position. At, about, across, against, before, behind, in, on, over, under, etc. 1 to denote country or big city use in. For example, in Delhi, in Mumbai, in India, in Japan, etc. 2 use it for villages, small cities and addresses. For example, Mahatma Gandhi was born at Porbandar in Gujarat. Note, a big city can also be treated as a point when we speak of global distances, in that case it is used. For example, while flying to New York I had a brief stopover at London. 3 It has an idea of an exact point and is therefore used with houses, villages, small towns, and has the idea of a larger area and is used while speaking of bigger towns, states and countries. For example, he is in his room. He is at home. 4 other prepositions. There is an umbrella over his head. Place a ladder against the wall. A child is walking behind its mother. The thief stood before the judge. He is sitting under the tree. There is a cap on his head. He has no roof above his head. Places of residence. 1 for the kind of house or residence when no specific one is mentioned, use in. For example, she always thought she would like to live in a bungalow. Similarly, in a cottage, in a mansion, in a modern house, in a hotel, in a flat. 2 for a particular house or residence of place, use it. For example, the Prime Minister lives at 10 Downing Street. 3 for the names of the streets and roads use in. For example, Cholbul Pandey lives in Baker Street. B preposition showing state/condition. At and on under into. For example, the house is under repairs. He is in good health. He died in misery. He is at work. The case is under consideration. Love turned into hatred. Translated into simple English. C preposition showing time. For example, 1 about. For example, A it is about 9 o'clock. B it is about lunch hour. C it is about time to get up. D it is about time to play. 2 after. For example, she came after 6 o'clock. I saw him after appointment. She sang after his departure. She came after Christmas. 3 around. For example, he came around 10 o'clock. They slept around midnight. 4 at denotes exact point in time. For example, I got up at 6 o'clock. She danced at 10 o'clock. 5 between, and. For example, please meet me between 5 o'clock and 6 o'clock. I came here between Sunday and Tuesday. 6 before. For example, do it before March. See me before 6 o'clock. 7 by. For example, he will return by 9 o'clock. She may come by midnight. 8 during. E.g., he came in during the night. The man was killed during World War I. 9 for equals definition inite period of time. For example, he stayed here for months. She was here for a day. 10 in, period of time, month, year, season, week. For example, we read in the morning. We play cricket in winter. 11 from the beginnings of an action, in all the tenses since denotes the beginning in the past only. For example, he waited here from 6 a.m. The work will start from Monday next. 12 over, for the period of, until. For example, can you stay here over Monday? 13 on date/day. For example, I will come on Monday. Come here on May 5th. 14 past. For example, it was past midnight. It is 5 minutes past 5. 15 since time in the past. For example, he has been there since Monday last. She has been ill since the birth of her first child. 16 throughout. For example, he worked throughout the night. I shall remember it throughout my life. 17 till. For example, wait till I come. 18 to. It is 5 to 10. 19 until. For example, can I stay here until Tuesday? He is usually in his office until midday. D preposition showing manner. Like with. For example, I look upon this work with pride. He heard me with sympathy. He treated me with kindness. His politeness is like a dead man. E preposition showing ownership/possession/relation. Of. For example, this is the house of my friend. He is a servant of my uncle. F preposition showing separation. From of off. For example, leaves are falling from the tree. He is off duty now. He is away from home. The dog jumped off the chair. He was robbed of his money. G preposition showing part/portion. Of. For example, this is the window of this house. This is the horn of my car. Give me a piece of silk. H preposition showing means/instrument. By in with without. For example, he came here by car. The house was destroyed by fire. We can't see without eyes. She writes in Hindi. It is written in pencil. It is written in ink. We see without eyes. This play was written by Mohan. I preposition showing material/ingredient. Of from. For example, this chair is made of wood equals can see the base. The frock is made of silk equals can see the base. We make butter from milk equals can't see the base. We make chapati from wheat equals can't see the base. Note, if shape is changing then use of, and if source is changing completely into something else then use from. J preposition showing measurement/standard. At by for 2. It is 10 by my watch. He is good at mathematics. She is rather tall for her age. Rice sells at Rs for a kilo. K preposition showing cause/reason. From of for with. For example, he died from loss of blood. He died of cholera. He will suffer for his bad habits. Her eyes are red with tears. He is sick with fever. L preposition showing support/opposition. For against. For example, I stood for my friend. He is against me. I am for the resolution. He is against the motion. M preposition showing subject/matter. On about. For example, I am reading a book on English grammar. I told him about my school. N preposition showing exception. But except. For example, none but me/I can do this work. All except him have done well. O preposition showing concession/contrast. In spite of. For example, in spite of his difficulties he rose high. In spite of poverty he is happy. P preposition showing accompaniment. With without. For example, I played with them. He came without his wife. Q preposition showing origin/source. From of. For example, this road runs from Nashik to Mumbai. I borrowed the book from the library. He comes of a rich family. R preposition showing destination. To from. For example, he is going to market. She is coming from school. S preposition showing direction/movement. Above into on to towards up. For example, he is above me in rank. He fell into a river. He is kind towards the poor. He climbed up a tree. He is going to school. He fired on the enemy. Note, read and prepare all the meanings and all the uses of all the prepositions. Some rules for correct use of prepositions. 1. A preposition is placed at the end of a sentence in the following ways. A. When the relative pronoun is that. For example, here is the pen that you are looking for. B. If a preposition governs a relative pronoun. For example, this is the student whom I spoke about. C. When the relative pronoun is understood. For example, this is the person you spoke to. D. If a preposition governs an interrogative pronoun or an interrogative adverb. E.g., what are you looking at? E. When the preposition is used with the infinitive placed at the end of the sentence. For example, do you have a chair to sit on? F. When the object governed by the preposition is placed first. For example, this I insist on. He is known all the world over. 2. A preposition can also be used at the beginning of an interrogative sentence. For example, in which city do you live? To whom are you referring? 3. There are many words which can be used as prepositions or as adverbs. The most important of these are about, above, across, along, before, below, behind, besides, by, down, in, near, off, over, past, round, through, under, up, etc. For example, preposition adverb. He was here before 10. He has done this before. He was behind us. She is long way behind. The shop is just round the corner. Come round and see me this afternoon. 4. There are some words with prepositions which require gerunds after them. Refrain from hurting, prevent from working, persist in disobeying, succeed in doing, disqualified from doing, abstain from drinking, aid at doing, addicted to gambling, bent upon doing, averse to playing, knack of getting, prohibit from entering, tired of writing, pretext for delaying, fond of playing, expert in inventing, desist from talking, capable of teaching, desirous of going, insist on going. 5. The verbs which are placed immediately after prepositions are usually in the gerund form. For example, Manohar insisted on buying a television. She left the hotel without paying the bill. 6. Some words with prepositions can take the gerund as well as infinitive. For example, he is afraid of going out alone at night. He is afraid to go out alone at night. 7. Some intransitive verbs become transitive by placing prepositions after them. For example, laugh at, listen to, depend on, /upon, prevail on, /upon, etc. Conjunction. The words that join or link two words, two phrases, or two sentences are called as conjunctions.